Yo, what's up people? Welcome back to JJ Loves Fighting. Today I've got another tutorial for you lot. Today we're going to be looking at the teep or front kick, whatever you want to call it. This is a kick that you can use to the body, hurt people and put people down, or you can just throw it to the head, and if you catch someone on the chin, it's deadly. Alright, so we're going to get straight into this. If I'm in my normal stance, I've got my left foot forward, right foot back. If you're a lefty, then swap it over, right foot forward, left foot back. We're going to be focusing on the back leg today, the rear leg. I'm going to be here in my normal stance, hands high, elbows in, chin down, knees slightly bent, and you're just going to bring up that knee, that rear knee, and then push forward. Bang. The higher your knee goes, the better this kick will be. If you imagine that's body height right there, that's the sort of level I'm aiming for. If my knee only goes to here and I push, even if I push really, really hard, if my knee only goes up to here, it ain't going anywhere. That kick ain't going to do any damage. So I've got to bring my knee up high, point the knee towards the target, bang. And that's if you're going body or head. You've got to point your knee to that target. Exact same with a roundhouse. You point your knee to the target with a roundhouse and with a front kick. There's many types of front kicks you can do. I'm going to cover all the ones that I know that are effective. First one is a standard pushing front kick. This is generally the first type of front kick that beginners will learn. Personally, at our club, which is the Way Gym, thewaygym.co.uk, link in the description, we like to teach the pushing front kick to our beginners. So it's all about foot position. My foot wants to be flexed like this. We're going to cover a different type of front kick in a minute where your foot is pointed like this and your toes are pulled back. But for now, foot flexed. You want to hit with the bottom of your foot. The whole sole of your foot is what's connecting with the target with this kick. Bang, and I push with the bottom of my foot. Now, this is generally used to push your opponent back. If you time it correctly and your opponent launches at you and they're square on, you can catch them to the body and push them back. And if you time it correctly, it works. Timing is so important with pretty much any technique you throw. If you time it correctly, then that's half of what you need to make the strike effective. Say if the bag's swinging towards me, just to show you, and I'm there, bang. Stopped it right in its place. Obviously, a person moves differently to a bag, but it works the same way. Now, if you didn't want to time it to an opponent coming towards you and you just wanted to push them back, even if they're static or if they're just moving, and you're not trying to time the front kick to them coming towards you, you can throw it to the chest. If you get hit on the chest, it's effective and you get pushed back. I can't really show you on a partner because I have no friends. You get front kicked in the chest. If it's a hard enough kick, it doesn't really take much to push someone backwards. So if that's chest height, about here, that's the sort of kick you're aiming for. Now, moving on from pushing people, like, look, on a reel, I would never use that sort of kick in a fight. The real one I would use is this one. Toes are pulled back, but your foot is pointing forward, and you're jabbing the ball of your foot into your opponent's stomach. One of the most painful things you could experience. Like, it hurts so bad. If you get it in the solar plexus right there, game over, game over. A good way to understand how painful this actually is, if you get your fingers and point them like this, or you point your knuckles, either way, and just jab them into your stomach. Just do that over and over again. It just sucks, it's not nice. And that's what this front kick feels like. It's hard, it's jabby, it's snappy, you don't want to throw this slow. When I was demoing the push front kick earlier, I was throwing that quite slow because it's more of a strong, like, this one is fast, snappy, and deadly. This is the way I like to throw it, like that. Just faster. You can set it up with punches. Ooh, just jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it the heart. High, high, go high a bit, jab it, go high, jab it. You've got to throw this fast, you've got to throw this accurately. Now, I have used this in a fight before, which I won by stoppage in the first round via this kick. And the only reason these kicks worked is because I threw them fast and they were snappy and they were accurate. They landed on the same spot twice, and that was it. That was game over. If you throw 3 of these good on the same spot, your opponent's gonna either be dropped or at least badly hurt. So the last style of front kick is basically the same, but high. And this is with the intent of hurting your opponent, catching them on the chin, hurting them, maybe even dropping them, you never know. I believe Anderson Silva caught Vitor Belfort with the ball of his foot. I think he did pull his foot back, but I think he caught him with the ball of the foot on the chin. I know Travis Brown has landed this kick as well, and that was definitely with the ball of the foot, I believe. It's the exact same principle, just high. If you lean back with it, you get more height. Now, a good way to set either of these up would be to throw one just so you can throw the other. I'm talking throw a high so that you can throw a low, or the other way around. In fact, talking of Anderson Silva, I'm sure he looked low before he landed the high front kick on Vitor. I'm pretty sure he was looking low and then just boom, at the last second he looked up, bang, and caught him. So you can throw these hard, snappy front kicks over and over to the body with the intent of eventually going high, and it will work. If you start to hurt your opponent with the body front kicks, it will work setting up the high front kick. And then vice versa, it can work the other way around. You can throw a high front kick, you can throw a few, and if it does start to intimidate your opponent, starts to scare them, they probably will end up putting their guard up high like this, elbows up, body exposed, or they'll do something to expose their body, and then bang, you go underneath. Right, that is different types of front kicks done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these how-to videos, these tutorials. It's new for me, I'm enjoying it, I'm looking forward to putting out more. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for things you want me to make tutorial videos on, because I am so up for doing anything you guys want to know. If I know it and I'm confident in the way I can teach it, I'll do a video on it. Just put it down below in the comments. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.